It has come to my attention that I need to reinforce this concept of an account manager scorecard, because the most important thing is the mindset that each account manager is managing and is responsible for the growth of a portfolio of business. And they need to be looking at their portfolio like a business owner that has a finite amount of time and people to invest in that portfolio. Not all of those accounts are going to survive. This is about prioritization. So it's a view for them to understand where they're at and where they can prioritize. But it's also a repository for the critical information that the team needs to understand how to be successful with this account, like the last QBR and seeing an evaluation of that call, the current client roadmap, uh, the shared plan following that business review, and then the account plan, the internal um, phases of upsell and what would trigger those upsells. So you've seen a lot of those templates that are AI generated and things. But I want to be really clear about why some of this stuff is here because I think people look at this and they're like, oh wow, that's good, and then they start changing it without realizing like exactly why I built it this way. So I want to see not a lot of times people will just say, what is the MRR for this client? And we'll see something like 6,500 and it'll just say MRR. But I want to see month by month over the course of the quarter if there is going to be any changes or projected changes because I want to visualize what my capacity actually looks like month over month. So that's one thing is we don't get a monthly view of what that revenue is going to be. Number two is I see agencies shying away from giving account managers a specific goal in terms of revenue under management. And I want to be looking at this as a team on a weekly basis. Are you under capacity? Or are you managing not enough revenue to cover your salary? Or are you hitting your goals? That alone right there, giving somebody a clear goal will start to get them thinking like a business manager and prioritizing their time in the right places. So that's number two, is showing what their actual revenue under management against their goal. And number three is this would be a three discipline, whether it's a pod or a three discipline service team, where you have account managers responsible for the relationship, and we can see, is it a growth opportunity? Are we aligned, meaning that we have the decision makers at the table during QBRs, but there's no growth opportunity or churn risk, so we're aligned. Are they transactional? Do they resist planning with us and they just want us to pick up the phone and do what they tell us? Churn risk, an account is ending, or an initial project, meaning we're establishing that. A separate measurement of success for project managers is the delivery on time. Is it delayed? Is it missed deadlines? I've also included profitability metrics here. Is it on time but it's over but it's on time but over budget, that sort of thing. And then strategy, which can be triggered through performance metrics. um, are we exceeding our client goals? Are we underperforming, or are there no results? I see this a lot just being generalized into things like sentiment analysis. Like, yeah, the relationship is positive, and it really doesn't, like, the nuances here are extremely important. Growth opportunity and churn risk show the confidence that we have in the current portfolio. If we're at capacity here, if we're on target, but there's a bunch of churn risk, then we would want to give this account manager an additional account. If we're at target and there's a bunch of growth opportunity, then we probably wouldn't want to give this person an account, and we would look to hire a new account manager. So these trigger decisions. Project management is, do we have permission to pursue those growth opportunities? If we're missing deadlines, it's not going to be the time to grow that account. We have to fix that. And then strategically, are we again, this is permission. Are we exceeding their expectations? Meaning, we can get in the room and we can make the case for expanding the account, or are we underperforming? Like, are we gonna get shut down because we're not actually meeting the goals? So, look, this is something that I've made available for you guys. If you want to DM me, I'll give you the template. But we've got to start treating account managers as the owners of their own little book of business. And this is a great view to get together on a weekly basis. Yeah, but they're interpret, whatever. That's all I got. Bye.